Hi everyone, welcome to this video on the available tooltips in Syncfusion Blazor Gantt chart component. In this video, I will show you the tooltips available in taskbar, connector line, baseline, event marker, and in the grid cells. Also, I will show you how to customize the tooltips in taskbars and baselines using templates. Let's dive right in. I am using an existing Blazor WebAssembly app. In this project, I have already configured a Gantt chart with data. You can see the project start date and end date. In the Gantt Task Fields tag, I have defined the properties to display the task data. Using the Gantt Columns tag, I defined the fields to show some fields in the tree grid. Also, added the Gantt Event Markers tag to show an event in the Gantt chart. In the code part, I have defined a class named TaskData with fields. The getTaskCollection method defines the data to the Gantt chart. To know how to bind data to the Syncfusion Blazor Gantt chart component, please watch the video titled Binding List Data and Service URLs to the Blazor Gantt chart, which I have shared in the YouTube card. Now run the project. You can see the Gantt chart with task data bound to it. In the Gantt chart, you can see the tooltips in taskbar, connector line, baseline, event marker, and in the timeline cells. By default, all the tooltips in the Gantt chart are enabled. To enable or disable the tooltip for timeline cells, you need to use the Gantt Timeline Settings class. To disable the tooltips, in the SF Gantt, add the Gantt Timeline Settings tag and set the property Show Tooltip with the value false. Run the application. Hover over the timeline cells. Now, the tooltips were disabled. To disable the tooltips in taskbars, connector lines, baselines, and event markers, you need to make use of the Gantt Tooltip Settings tag and set the Show Tooltip property with the value false. You need to pass the t-value as task data so that Gantt chart can understand its tooltip type. Run the application. Hover over the taskbar, connector line, baseline, event marker. You can notice the tooltips were disabled for them. Next, let me show you how to show tooltips on the grid cells when the content overflows. To achieve it, you need to make use of the Gantt Columns Clip Mode property and set the value to ellipsis with tooltip. Do the same for the duration column too. Let me enable the Show Tooltip property. Run the application. In the name column, hover over the cell where the ellipsis is displayed. You can notice the tooltip. Hover over the duration column header. You can see the tooltip displaying the full header text. Now, let me show you how to customize the taskbar tooltip using a template. To do so, in the Gantt Tooltip Settings tag, add the taskbar template tag and provide a template. To make the code simple, I add only the task ID within a division tag. Now, run the application. Hover over the taskbar. You can notice only the task ID is displayed in the tooltip as I programmed. Now, let me show you how to customize the baseline tooltip using a template. To do so, in the Gantt Tooltip Settings tag, add the baseline template tag and provide a template. Let me add the baseline start date within a division tag. Convert the datetime value to a short date string. Now, run the application. Hover over the baseline. You can notice only the baseline start date is displayed in the tooltip. That's it. You can download this working example from the GitHub link in the video description below. You can also check if you're eligible for our community license, which gives you a free license key to use our Blazor products. If you found this video useful, click the like button and subscribe to our channel to get notifications about new videos. Thanks for watching.